Hey guys, it's me Mario. Today we're going to continue Trillion, the three-headed lion. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Chapter 8, The Good Beast. With a roar, Trillion brought his paw down hard on Tom's breastplate. Tom gasped as he felt the weight of the lion bearing down on him, pressing him into the ground. But the golden armor held. The three heads came closer, a paw swiping across Tom's face. His helmet saved him from serious injury, but the visor was up and the points of the monster's claws sliced the skin of his cheek, drawing blood. The middle head loomed closer, jaws gaping. Then Tom heard a galloping hooves. His horse was coming to rescue him. Rescue. His horse was coming to rescue. But Tom knew that Storm was no match for Trillion. "Go back!" Tom shouted. A howl of rage answered him. Tom twisted around, still pinned to the ground by the evil beast, and saw with astonishment that it wasn't Storm. It was Tagus, the horse. The horseman was galloping across the clearing, his sword railing as he bore down on the three-headed lion. Tagus struck Trillion like an avalanche, kicking, bellowing war cries, and hacking at the evil beast with his sword. Gasping for breath, Tom managed to roll clear of the two beasts. Trillion was roaring with pain and fury, and rose back up. His claws like knives lunged at the horseman, but Tagus turned in a moment, bringing his hindquarters forward and lashing out with a powerful double kick that sent Trillion staggering backwards. Tagus followed up, coming in close, his sword sweeping back and forth as the evil beast's three heads reared back to avoid the sharp steel. Then Tom saw what Tagus was doing. He shouted to Elena, "He's driving Trillion towards the lake. We have to help." Tom got to his feet, ignoring the pain in his ankle as he stumbled to snatch up his sword. He limped forwards, ready to join battle with Tagus. Thrusting his blade, he slashed at the lion's forelegs, helping to force Trillion closer and closer to the water's edge. "I'm coming," Tom heard Elena shouting. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw Storm gallop up with Elena on his back and Silver lopping at his side. Elena leaned far out of the saddle and snatched up Tom's shield, throwing it to him as Storm raced past. "Thank you," Tom caught the shield gratefully. But the pain in his ankle was so bad now that he could barely stand. "I will not give up," he hissed under his breath. His sword stabbing and cutting on at the lion, his shield defending him from the evil beast's ripping claws. "While there is blood in my veins, I will fight on," he shouted to Elena, trying to lift his voice against the noise of the battling beasts. Keep back, all of you. Don't let Storm get too close." He was not going to risk the horse's life a second time. Also, there was something vitally important that he wanted Elena and Storm to do. "I've seen the boots," Tom yelled. "They're lying over there in the grass." "I see them," Elena shouted back. "We'll get them for you." Hope filled Tom's heart. But while he was distracted, a paw struck him, knocking him to the ground. Shaking his head, he got to his feet, but the fall had made his injured ankle worse. He could hardly put any weight on it now. "You're hurt," Elena cried. "I'll get you to safety first." "No," Tom shouted, his voice raising above the roaring of the beasts. "I'm fine. And I won't leave Tagus. Rescue the boots." Elena hesitated, then pulled on Storm's reins, turning the horse. With Silver close behind, she raced towards the boots. Tom turned again to the desperate battle, hoping he could survive the pain in his ankle long enough to defeat the lion. But with every step towards the lake, Trillian fought more fiercely, and Tagus was beginning to tire. Suddenly, Tom's ankle gave way. He fell to his knees. He needed to be brave like never before. He looked up at Trillian and saw him take another deadly swipe at Tagus. "Enough!" Tom touched his hand against his golden chainmail, which would give him strength of heart. He slowly clambered back to his feet, gritting his teeth as he tried to ignore the pain. Finally, he drew himself up to his full height and raised his sword in the air. He was ready to end the battle with Trillian. And that was chapter 8. My goodness. Hope you guys enjoyed this read through chapter 8 with me. I think it was called The Tagus to the Rescue. I think. I have to check. Checking. The Good Beast. Chapter 8, The Good Beast. Oh my goodness. I'm getting good at these. Oh my god. It's the battles that always amaze me. But poor Tom. His poor ankle. Ugh. Hopefully they can get Epos's feather on there. Was it claw? I think it's Epos's claw. Yeah, I think so. Hope they can get Epos's claw on that ankle once the battle is over. But anyway, hope you guys liked this chapter read through of Beast Quest. And I hope I will see you in the next one. Right. Bye-bye. Yeah. There we go. Bye.